There's a person you've never met, you've never heard their real voice in a real room, never shaken their hand, never been in the same space. And yet, if they vanished tomorrow, if the channel went dark or the account disappeared, you'd feel a genuine pang of loss, like losing a friend. A creator you watch every week, a streamer whose company you keep at night, a voice in your earbuds that feels like it's talking just to you. Why do we form real attachments to people who don't know we exist? The answer reveals something both strange and deeply human about how connection actually works in the brain. Start with the basic machinery of bonding. Your brain forms attachments through repeated, consistent exposure to another person. When you spend time with someone regularly, when you see their face, hear their voice, learn their mannerisms, follow their thoughts and moods over time, your brain does what it always does. It builds a relationship. It files them as someone you know, someone familiar, someone who matters. And this is the part that matters. This machinery doesn't carefully check whether the relationship goes both ways. It just responds to the input. Consistent exposure to a person builds attachment. Full stop, whether or not they know you're there. This is why parasocial relationships, the term for these one-sided bonds with people who don't know us, feel so real. To your brain, the experience of spending hours with a creator is, in many ways, similar to the experience of spending time with a friend. You hear them talk in a casual, intimate way. You learn their stories, their opinions, their sense of humor, the little details of their life. You see them in relaxed, unguarded moments. Over time, your brain accumulates all of this and concludes, reasonably by its own logic, that this is someone close to you, someone you know well. The fact that they've never heard your name barely registers in the part of you that does the bonding. There's a particular feature of modern media that supercharges this. Many creators speak directly into the camera, addressing you, looking right at you, talking in a warm, personal, conversational way. Your brain evolved in a world where someone looking into your eyes and speaking gently and directly to you was, by definition, someone in an intimate relationship with you. Strangers didn't do that. So when a creator gazes into the lens and talks to you like a close friend, your ancient social wiring responds as if you really are in an intimate, personal exchange, because every signal it's built to read says you are. The format itself hacks the bonding system. Layer on top of this the sheer consistency and reliability these relationships often offer. A favorite creator is there whenever you want them, predictable, available, always in a good mood for you, never demanding anything back, never disappointing you the way real people sometimes do. There's no risk of rejection, no conflict, no need to manage their feelings. It's connection without vulnerability, intimacy without the messiness. For a brain that craves belonging but has been hurt or exhausted by the complications of real relationships, this can be powerfully appealing, a safe, frictionless version of closeness. And we shouldn't be too quick to mock or dismiss this, because the underlying need is real and ancient. Humans are wired to need connection, to need the sense of being part of a social world, surrounded by familiar voices and faces. For most of history, we lived embedded in tight communities, constantly among people we knew. Modern life has stripped much of that away. Many people are isolated, lonely, far from family, short on real community. And into that gap step these parasocial bonds, offering a sense of company, of familiarity, of belonging, that the brain genuinely registers as meaningful. They're filling a real hunger, even if they can't fully satisfy it. In fact, research suggests these one-sided relationships aren't necessarily unhealthy at all and can provide real comfort. Feeling connected to a creator, a character, even a fictional community can ease loneliness, provide a sense of belonging, and offer companionship that's genuinely soothing. The bond may be one-sided, but the comfort it provides is real. So if you've ever felt embarrassed about caring so much about someone who doesn't know you exist, you can let that go. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do, reaching for connection and finding a version of it. That's not foolish, it's human. But it's worth understanding the limits too, because the bond, while real in what it provides, is fundamentally incomplete. A true relationship is mutual. The other person knows you, responds to you, cares about you specifically, shows up for you, is changed by knowing you. A parasocial bond gives you the feeling of closeness without any of that reciprocity. The creator cannot comfort you when you're struggling, cannot celebrate your wins, cannot know you at all. So while these connections can genuinely ease loneliness in the moment, they can't fully nourish the deep human need for mutual relationship, and leaning on them too heavily, in place of real bonds, can quietly leave that deeper hunger unmet. This matters most when parasocial connection starts to crowd out reciprocal connection. If the safe, easy, risk-free company of creators and characters becomes a substitute for the harder, riskier, but far more nourishing work of real relationships, then the very thing offering comfort can keep you stuck in a deeper loneliness. The frictionless bond feels safer precisely because it asks nothing of you and can't reject you, but it also can't truly know you, and being truly known is the thing the heart is actually after. The comfort is real, but it's a snack, not a meal. So the healthiest way to hold all this is with both acceptance and awareness. Accept that your attachments to people you've never met are real, not silly, that your brain is responding to genuine social signals and meeting a genuine need. There's nothing to be ashamed of in caring about a creator, finding comfort in a familiar voice, feeling part of a community of strangers. But stay aware that these bonds, however warm, can't replace the mutual relationships that truly sustain us. Let them be a supplement to your social life, a source of comfort and company, but not the whole of it. There's something almost tender in the fact that your brain can build a sense of friendship out of a one-sided stream of words and images, that you can feel genuine warmth toward a stranger who will never know you. It speaks to how profoundly built for connection we are, how readily we reach out toward other minds, how little it takes for the heart to attach. That capacity, that openness to connection, is one of the most beautiful things about being human. It just deserves to be pointed, at least in part, toward people who can reach back. Next time you feel that surprising pang of closeness to someone who doesn't know you exist, or that flash of grief when a creator you love steps away, don't dismiss it as ridiculous. The connection feels real because, to your brain, it is. You're a deeply social creature, built to bond through familiarity and voice and presence, and your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Honor that need for connection. Let these bonds bring you the comfort they bring. Just remember to spend some of that beautiful capacity for closeness on the people who can know your name and reach back and truly meet you in return.